Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. I'm still wearing my old glasses, so bear with me. I will unfortunately have to deal with the old glasses and the reflection of my phone on the glasses until I get my new glasses repaired. So I really want to do a special project for you guys. Whoops, I'm so sorry. And to make the project more special for you guys, I am going to work on it over the course of the week. So I'm going to do a little bit of each day, in other words. Now, I do have it all put together for the most part, but I'm going to film it over the week and I will edit it at the very end of the filming, and then I'll go from there too, uploading it on YouTube. But today, this afternoon, that is, I went ahead and I found all the photos that I had taken at during Star Wars weekends, whether it was on my Facebook or my brother's Facebook or both, and I put them all together and saved them on my phone. That is, everything's kind of a mess right now on my phone, so obviously when I edit it, I'll make sure I kind of put it in order, and I'll try not to have like too many duplicate photos in there. So yeah, more or less what I'm gonna have you guys expecting is first we're gonna start with the year 2009. Then we'll do 2010. Then we'll do 2011, 2012, 2013. Now, by the time we finally get to 2014, I will finally have photos. I should mention that from 2009 to 2013, we won't have any photos. We won't have any videos. The reason for that is because of the fact that I didn't have a smartphone until 2014. That was the very first year I ever got a smartphone. That was a birthday present. So you'll just have to go by stories and memories for the very first 4 years. So I'm sure that we'll be able to go with it. And then after that, um, I'm just trying to think here. I guess you could say that by the time we get to 2014, I'll just basically give you guys an idea of what you're going to expect starting in 2014. And there's going to be two different dates for 2014. I'm going to do those over 2 different days. Who knows? This might even be a 2 week project because I really want to stretch it out. I want to make this more special. And then I'll kind of go from there into 2015, and that will be the very last one. So today I'm only going to do an introduction vlog, and then tomorrow I'm going to talk about the very first year I ever attended. But I really wanted to tell you guys at least kind of what to expect and why this is such a big project and why I'm going to be taking my time working on it for quite a while. And also, I should mention to you guys, since this is a new decade, and even though this year has really sucked, I wanted to do something really special for you guys to kind of give you guys some hope and encouragement that, even though this has been a really bad year, been a really bad decade so far, um, I should at least try to make it up and do something special for you guys. And of course, how I ended the very first decade of the millennium was attending Star Wars weekends, which I really didn't get into until 2010, which is ironic. The very first year, I don't know. Excuse me. I felt like I wasn't quite ready yet. And even 2010 and 2011, I was kind of bored. To be honest, I really didn't start getting into it until 2014. And it's not just because I had my smartphone by that point. Really, it had nothing to do with it. I mean, kind of, but the main reason is because I honestly didn't know there were shows that you could go watch. Um, my brother didn't even know either. There are Star Wars shows that are shown throughout the day that you can go see for free. And we learned the hard way after attending for 5 years. Oh, I guess you can go do this to go do that. I think that my dad joined my brother and I maybe 1 or 2 years in a row, and that was about it. Maybe just the 1 year. And honestly, the first few years I was very, very bored, but you know how that is. So yeah, I'm gonna have lots of good memories to share with you guys. I'm gonna tell you kind of what the experience was like and getting up early and kind of like how we went throughout the day. We have known about the celebrity autograph session since year one at least, but that's about it. And of course, I'll have to get my brother's celebrity autograph book and show you guys all the different autographs that my brother has gotten over the years, with his permission, of course, because I at least want to do that. Who knows? This vlog might get so long, I might have to do it in two different parts. I might have to do like my favorite Star Wars weekend memories, 2009 through um, 2011 or 2012, and then go from there into 2013 to 2015. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, guys, that's about all I have for today. I will see you guys tomorrow when I continue on into talking to you guys about how the very first year when I attended in 2009. So I will see you guys tomorrow. So now that we've discussed the introduction to my Star Wars Weekends memories, the vlog that I'm currently working on, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm going to be working on possibly two different vlogs. The very first set of vlogs might be 2009 through. I feel like my phone's still kind of crooked. Sorry. Yeah. Um, the very first set of vlogs might be 2009 through um, like 2011 or something like that. And then the next set of vlogs might be 2012 through 2015, but we'll see how it goes. It might just be my bed that's crooked. It's kind of weird though. But anyway, so yeah, what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is the very first year I ever attended Star Wars Weekends, which was in 2009. So this was the most boring year I had ever attended Star Wars Weekends, just in my opinion, anyhow. So in 2009, this was the first and only year, if I remember correctly, that I ever went with my dad and my brother. 1 second. So yeah, in 2009, um, I went with my dad and my brother, and of course, we got there a little after park opening. So in order to fully enjoy Star Wars Weekends, you have to get there before park opening. I think my brother had mentioned to my dad even then he really wanted to get there earlier. My dad didn't want to. My dad didn't want to get up that early. So by the time we got there, there was like no more fast pass distributions available, if I remember correctly. And my dad did manage to get us a pre-signed photo of Warwick Davis. Now I don't know offhand where that photo is, and it really is not that important. Otherwise, I would have thought about it last night and asked my brother, "Hey, where is it?" Because I thought about it last night, but I was thinking to myself, it really is not that important. Now, one thing I did think about, which I'll talk about after I discussed 2009, is actually really cool to talk about. But yeah, the very first year we went, my dad actually did mention, man, I kind of wish we had gotten to meet some celebrities. I have some really cool stuff I would have loved to have signed, by some of the star celebrities. It is what it is, though. We didn't know about any of the shows back then, as I mentioned yesterday. And unfortunately, my brother and I literally didn't learn about it until 2013. In fact, when I show you one of there's a part of the show in like the Stars of the Sega show in 2013. I want to show you guys that you can physically see me in that show. This is all 7 years ago, so I look very different then. I want you guys to see that I was clearly there. And I've actually found myself in just two different angles and two different YouTube videos. So even 3 years before I became a YouTuber, I was already famous, and so to speak. So yeah, that'll be kind of interesting to see. But yeah, my dad, my brother, and I kind of just meandered around. I think we rode some rides like Star Tours. We went to Animation Courtyard. We watched the whole show over there back before it became what it is today. I believe it's that whole Star Wars launch bay thing, which I believe is a lot cooler now. Yeah, because back then it was a lot more boring. I really didn't care for it. But, now the Star Wars launch bay, it's very different. It's very cool. And I think at one point we did end up going over to Disney Springs. And at that point I said to my dad, I'm bored. I'm done. I'm ready to go. Back in the day when we went, Disney Springs actually did have a McDonald's. And that's where the paddlefish is at now. So that's kind of something that we had done just before we left. I think we had done that then left because I can't see ourselves, going to Sea Springs, then going to Hollywood Studios. That didn't make any sense. It's been such a long time since we went to Star Wars Weekends 2009, but it wasn't the most memorable. But I can tell you guys this right now, when we used to go to Star Wars Weekends back in the day, we would do some of the Star Wars autograph sessions. Well, of course, 2009 we didn't get to do any of that. Then we go ride some rides, watch some of the shows, and then it would do that kind of stuff between autograph sessions, stuff like that. And then at the end of the day, sometimes if we had like a major gap between like autograph sessions, then we would go park hopping and then come back later. Which, for a true Star Wars fan, you would be like, really? Why would you do that? It's like, yeah, we didn't really think things through back in the day, back in 2009 for sure. We were still newbies at the whole Star Wars Weekends thing. Not Star Wars, but Star Wars Weekends. We just really didn't understand the whole thing. But one thing I would love to show you guys the next time we meet, starting in 2010, my brother and I went to this Star Tours gift shop, and my brother bought this really cool book. I think he actually got two of them, if I remember correctly. And I mean, for all I remember, we might have gotten 2009, because for all I know, my dad might have helped him get it. And he started bringing it with us. I don't remember if it was 2009 or 2010. All I remember for sure is in 2010, we started using it. So for all I know, we might have gotten it in 2009 and then started using it in 2010. But we started using these really cool autograph books in 2010. I don't even know if they were meant to be autograph books. But one of them was a Lego one, and the other one was more of a regular Star Wars book. And basically, there was a picture of the Star Wars character, and there was like a description of that Star Wars character. And my brother would just have that Star Wars actor sign their name right next to their picture, and I thought that was so cool. So I did get his permission. He did say I can start using it in my YouTube videos, which was extremely nice of him. So you can see all the autographs he collected over the years. He said the reason why I'm allowed to use it is because I equally helped him get a lot of these autographs that he has. because I would help him stand in line. I would take the minor characters, he'd take the major ones. I made sure he got the major ones because he's more of a dedicated fan than I am. So when I see you guys tomorrow, I'm going to be really tired tomorrow. So sorry if I seem out of it. That's the reason why. Because I'm getting up at 5 in the morning tomorrow for work. So yeah, it's gonna be a long day. I'm not even going to go home right away. I actually have to go down to Union and get my sink on my car looked at because it's acting up. But by tomorrow night, I'm definitely going to do another YouTube video clip on how I enjoyed 2010 and show you guys a lot of the autographs that my brother and I collected just that year and how 2010 was, excuse me, a better year for us. There was also another year that I had gone with a former friend from Publix. Now, I don't really have any pictures from that year, and we really didn't do anything special other than eat at 50's Primetime Cafe. So, just for the fun of it, I'm going to skip talking about that, even though we did go to Hollywood Studios. We didn't do anything Star Wars Weekends related. So, it's best that I don't talk about that. Pretty much any time that my brother and I went to Star Wars Weekends, that's what I'm going to focus on. But yeah, otherwise, oh yeah, and also our friend Ronald, which unfortunately he's no longer a friend of ours. But yeah, when I see you guys again tomorrow, we're going to talk about my brother and I's first solo trip to Star Wars Weekends, which was in 2010, 10 years ago, and just what that was like. And then we'll just go from there. So, until then, I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out. So, of course, I'm going to end up doing two different vlogs tonight. I'm going to be doing the remainder of my 2010 Star Wars Weekends Memories. And I'm also going to do my 2011 Star Wars Weekends Memories. And I also discovered that, unfortunately, I don't have a ton of autographs to show you for 2014. And I have absolutely nothing except for one autograph. I'm very sure I have just like one autograph to show you for 2015, which is Billy D. Williams. So basically, we ironically got most of our autographs between 2010 and 2012. We have absolutely nothing at all for 2013 at all, which is really weird for autographs. Now, I know we don't have any pictures, so with that being said, you'll just have to go by my memories. I also do have a bit of video footage to show you guys. Sorry about putting my finger in the way. To show you from 2013 that you guys will find interesting. So, yeah, I will find a way to make 2013 work for you guys because that was my high school graduation year, so we've got to talk about it, you know. But yeah, the way things are going, I figure since I started in 2009, I went to 2011, that's a good 3 years. So I figured that I would cut it off there, and then 2012 to 2015 is also another 3 years, so. Yeah, I mean, technically, 2009, 2010, that's 2 different years. 2011 would be 3 years. 2012 is 1 year. 2013 is 2 years. But 2013 is a really short year, so I'm not really going to count it. And then 2014 and 2015. I figured I would save the second part for last, or the best part for last, which is the second part. So the first part obviously is not going to be very exciting. And I'm also going to do that over the last half of the week. So that way at least you guys have something interesting to watch come Sunday. I believe that I'm going to do 2012 on Thursday. and 2013 Friday. So tomorrow's Thursday, obviously. And then 2014 will be on Saturday. Finally, coming to Sunday will be on 2015, and it will be all done. So that'll be perfect, and I'll be able to finish this project by the time I'm off from work until Tuesday. So that would be awesome. So to give you guys a bit of an idea of what's going to end up happening with the autographs. So I have a bunch of pictures of the star celebrities from all these years ago. About half of them, maybe a little less, are going to be pre-signed. That means that the celebrity signed it at one point. I'm not sure when it did happen at Stars Weekends, and a cast member gave it to us for free, and we didn't actually get to have the actual celebrity sign it. So it still has a name, it still has value. It's not as special because it's pre-signed, but still. So try to look at it that way. And then there's going to be the ones that were signed right in front of us, like we're going to have certain. I'm sorry, I cannot talk tonight. There's going to be certain Star Wars celebrities that signed some pictures of themselves and autographed it, and they even went above and beyond and personalized it. That's what makes those ones the best, because those are the ones that truly have meaning and value to it. And those are the ones I'm like really excited about showing you guys. I do have a few of those even for 2010, which we're going to do right now. And I have a few of those for 2011. So I decided instead of doing like a video footage over all the autographs, since all these are pictures with signatures, I decided I would take a picture of each picture that I received back in 2010, and I would add that onto the vlog. So the next thing you're going to see is everything that I received, like autograph wise, in 2010. Enjoy. So as I head into 2011 Star Wars Weekends pictures, here comes something ironic. You're going to probably see some of these same pre-signed autographs twice in 2011, and you're going to see some of these again maybe in 2014, because that's when I had my phone, obviously. So keep in mind that if you do see the same exact autograph again, it's because this time, or when 2014 it comes around, that is, not only did I get to meet the celebrity, I got a picture of him as well. No, I didn't get an autograph, like personalized autograph from that specific celebrity, but that doesn't mean that I didn't meet him. Because it just worked out that as soon as the autograph session ended, I just kind of camped out outside that guy's tent, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll just take you guys anyway, whatever." Even though they kind of have done their autograph sessions at a certain time so they can go to their show, especially when the person is a host, so they have to be at like almost every single show, and they have to be in the parade, which is crazy. So yeah, as soon as we get to 2014, I'm gonna bombard you guys with lots of pictures. But in the meantime, we're gonna go into 2011. So 2011 was another really interesting year. One actor I really wish I could have met was Tom Kane, especially now that I know who he is. So for those of you who don't really know who Tom Kane is, he's a very well-known voice actor at Walt Disney World. Specifically, if you've ever been on the Walt Disney World monorail system in just the past few years, for example, and you've heard that famous voice saying, "Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, mantenga alejado de los loquetes." I tried really hard. I actually do know Spanish. I've taken Spanish at least twice at my last college, Polk State College. And anyway, so Tom Kane is the voice behind the monorail announcer, and saying like, "Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World monorail system. We're on our way to the Magic Kingdom," and blah blah blah, all that good stuff. He has done the voice for Yoda in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars. He was also General Dodonna in Star Wars: The Clone Wars, and he was also the announcer for Star Wars: The Clone Wars. So he was always the guy that you heard the most during Star Wars: Clone Wars. That pre-recorded voice that you heard, that was Tom Kane. Tom Kane and James Earl Taylor are extremely well-known voice actors to this day. James Earl Taylor, of course, has done many, many voices over the years, but he's most well known for Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars: The Clone Wars and Plo Koon from Star Wars: Clone Wars. And he was one guy that I did get to meet, and I wish I had met Tom Kane as well. And those are some of the pictures that you will get to see. I will say that right now. Now, I don't remember every single picture that I was looking at earlier because obviously I had to go and get my brother's stuff from downstairs. Now, some of it's mine, obviously, but some of this is also my brother's, and I have to take really good care of it because, you know, this is getting old and we want to keep this forever. And I hope that I can keep all this stuff in my brother's possession unless he wants me to keep my half if I ever do move out, which I'm hoping to one day. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop rambling on now, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys all the different Star Wars celebrity pictures that we got in 2011. It's too bad I don't honestly remember that year very well. Kind of the same scenario from 2010, where you know, we got there really, really early in the morning, and we parked over in Television, and then from there we got in line for the Fast Pass distribution that cannot talk for the Star Wars Weekend celebrities, and my brother got some of them, and I got some of the others, all that fun stuff. I know that 2010 you saw the Tamara Morrison autograph. Though he was one guy I did get to meet, and he was a really nice guy for someone who was portraying a villain in Star Wars Episode 2. I was quite shocked. I did notice that as we, you know, got closer to the end of Star Wars Weekends, they were adding more and more Star Wars: The Clone Wars characters, which is really weird. But that's because it was getting more popular. I think when we first started going, it wasn't that popular then. So that's probably why there wasn't a lot of, you know, Star Wars: The Clone Wars characters, versus when my brother and I did first start going, there was like some, but mainly Star Wars characters. And, you know, the Star Wars characters are always going to be the hardest ones to get because, you know, they've been around for a long time, like about 40 years or so. And then the Star Wars: The Clone Wars has only been around for the past decade. So, that, I mean, that's a very different story. And you know, at the time, it was brand new. So, most people are like, I don't really know if I want to meet any Star Wars: The Clone Wars characters. I mean, the show was popular enough that it did draw some attention, but compared to actually meeting an actual Star Wars celebrity, it just was not drawing as much attention. But at least it just gave us somebody to meet instead of going home and saying, well, that was a complete waste of time. I mean, Hollywood Studios is a very fun park, and even more fun now with Star Wars Land. I mean, there's no Star Wars Weekends anymore, but you know, there's Star Wars Land now, which is super epic. But yeah, we honestly didn't feel like we really, really started getting anything out of Star Wars Weekends until 2013, which is the year that we started watching the shows. And my brother mentioned, even though he had the books probably for a few years before 2014, he just didn't feel comfortable bringing them with him. I don't know if it had anything to do with if he was afraid to lose them or get them damaged, or he just didn't want to mark them up just yet, or maybe he was afraid that Disney was going to have a problem with it. But by 2014, he decided he was going to take a risk and just start bringing them. And to be honest, he only got a small handful of signatures. So, I mean, at least those books will be worth a small fortune now, which is great, especially since he got two major celebrities in at least one of those books. But yeah, as I said, I'm gonna stop rambling on now, and I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the pictures. So here comes a funny story with every single one of those autographs you saw. I think that my brother and I got to the park early, but for whatever reason, we just were not able to get anybody's autograph that year at all. Like, I don't know what happened that year. It was like a complete wash up or something. It's just one of those things. Maybe we didn't even get there early. It might have been one of those times that we just were running behind and we got there and they had completely ran out of autographs. It was a really bad year for us. I don't think we hung around Hollywood Studios that much at all that year. I think 2011 was literally our wash up year. It was probably like if I thought 2009 was bad, 2011 was even worse because literally every single one of those were pre-signed. It was very bad. And here comes a funny story about Ray Park. So Ray Park is so popular, you have to get in line to meet him by midnight. So here comes another interesting fact about Ray Park. I started watching his shows around 2014 or no 2013. Sorry, I take that back. And I learned very quickly he's a martial artist, so he does the same exact show, every single weekend, and he did it for at least a few years. I don't remember how long he was doing it for. It doesn't matter. And of course, um, I had no idea that he was also in other movies like G.I. Joe: Rise of the Cobra. So I was like, oh, really? I never would have guessed. So yeah, now you know how he has all those ninja moves because he is a martial artist, and it shows. It really does show. Another thing I would like to mention is something else that my brother and I started doing. I think around 2010 through 2011. We discovered a place called Darf's Mall. So if I remember correctly, the original location of it was right. It was actually in the same place as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire play it back in the day, when there used to be that. It's now in the Incredibles area, or it's. I mean, well, now you have to go into the Incredibles area to find it, but originally that was all absolutely nothing. That whole area, and there used to be Who Wants to Be a Millionaire play it. It kind of just took you over. Originally, when you walk down that way, it would eventually take you to um, the backlot tour. And the ironic part is when you walk all the way down there, where that stage show is set up, where they do the whole incredible thing, that is where the entrance to the backlot tour is now. So yeah, of course it's all dead end now. I don't know what Disney's ever going to do with it, but you never know. But that was kind of the story back then. That's where it was originally. It was basically a big area where you could buy Star Wars artwork. You could buy all kinds of merchandise Star Wars related. You could buy Star Wars food and beverages and alcohol. They had like everything, even Darth Vader cupcakes and Yoda cupcakes. I mean, Disney started making those because of Star Wars weekends, and that's been going on for a long time. Back in the day when they used to have the quick service restaurant studio catering company, kind of in that vicinity where the Incredibles Expo, well, not Expo, but the Incredible area. It's the Incredible Expo, something that Tomorrowland has every summer. or just had that one summer that I was working there, which was in 2017. I know that Disney was also selling the Darth Vader and Yoda cupcakes. Well, at least the Darth Vader cupcakes over there. The Darth Vader cupcakes have been around the longest. It's a chocolate peanut butter cupcake, and then the Yoda cupcakes more mint. But the Darth Vader is my favorite, and the lightsaber is actually edible. I don't know if Disney is still selling those things, but if you ever do come across one, you have to get it. And I hope that Disney one day is going to share their recipe because it is so good. But yeah, I'm really sad that 2011 was such a wash up year because it was such a disappointment that we couldn't meet anybody. And honestly, the year before that was amazing. I feel like 2012 was even better, and then by 2013 just started going uphill. And honestly, I would say that 2014 was by far my favorite year I've ever attended Star Wars weekends, which is really interesting. But we're making it. We're progressing there slowly but surely. So, um, watch my YouTube channel come this Sunday, which is I'm trying to think here. Oh yeah, the 17th. Watch my YouTube channel by Sunday, May 17th, 2020, around nighttime, and I should have the next part done completely, all edited and everything. I'm so glad that I got to do this. This was so much fun, and it was a lot of work, but honestly, it was worth it just for you guys. So I will see you guys in the next vlog, and always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.